President Obama often says that the GOP has not grown since Bush left office. What kind of ideas are you hoping to bring this fall to show the American people that not only has the Republican Party learned its lesson from when it was last in power, but that you are bringing some fresh voices now to the House?
Well, we've got an incredible number of new and energetic leaders who want to come to Washington to do the right things. First of all, it is about focusing on where people want Washington to focus, and that's the economy. It's getting people back to work. People are sick and tired of the expansion of government into every aspect of our lives. And we've got to go about trying to make sure that the environment is such that people, entrepreneurs, innovators, small businesses, feel that there's an environment setting in again that allows them to take risks to create jobs. That's first and foremost. So when we're talking about policies, we're talking about tax reform, we're talking about making sure that regulations that are harmful to business creation, job creation are not put into place that takes away from the focus on this priority. We're also going to focus, I believe, on making sure that the litigation environment is fostered for us to make sure we're still the #1 place for capital to flow and investment to occur and innovation to result. As far as, so that's, I think, the issues that we've got to focus on: job creation. Trade is another area this administration and majority has been absolutely derelict on as far as the potential it has for job creation. But when you look at another one of the causes, and that is uncertainty surrounding people's attitude towards taking risks, Washington's got to do its part to reduce its continued activism in terms of growth in government. So we'll put forward, and I believe, a plan in place that will allow us to cut the bureaucracies and the budgets here in Washington. When the Republicans were elected in '94, they cut the budgets in Congress. We ought to put the White House budget on the chopping block as well. You know, you've got a situation where since '08, executive salaries in the White House have gone up $4 million. There's news out just today again that you see federal payrolls, government employee payrolls, being twice, the wages being twice that which is in the average in the private sector. Who can tolerate that when people in the private sector, they don't get a pay raise, they're getting either a pay cut or a pink slip. So we've got work to do there to bring pay scales back down to market rates in the public sector. I'm hopeful we'll look to trying to do some across-the-board cuts to reduce the size of the federal bureaucracies, and a list of other things that we've already proposed as Republicans. I mean, if you look at our UCUT program, people have been involved in that. Well over a million, almost 1.5 million people have voted in that program over the last 9 weeks. And in that program, people are seeing a way that we can reduce the federal budget deficit. UCUT has amounted to about $120 billion worth of proposals that I'm hopeful we can take right to the floor when we are elected in the majority.